Roy and Becky, I want to thank you for reaching out to Airstream, certainly Haydocy Airstream, and myself. Appreciated the time. I know you had that tour that went through Pittsburgh by way of Annapolis. No, by way of Pittsburgh to Annapolis. Anyway, I want to do a brief walk around on the 2014.5 Mercedes-Benz Interstate Touring Coach so that you have a little idea about what this thing offers. Then we can refine the process and talk a little bit more about the details which you guys are presenting. Once again, I wanted to thank you for the time, and let's talk a little bit about Mercedes. I'm going to start up front here, 2014.5 Mercedes-Benz. Those changes meant quite a bit as far as the actual coach itself, starting right here in front with all of the aesthetics. They've added an additional step here which allows you to access the front windshield. They've changed the fascia. This is the, by the way, upgrade as far as the silver paint is concerned, because it's got a lot of depth as far as the clear coat is concerned. By the way, we should mention that quickly. All of the finish work on this Benz is done in Stuttgart, Germany at the automotive facility. They send that to Jackson Center, Ohio, which is about a little over an hour away from where I'm standing, and complete all the details. Now, there's an interior membrane in the windshield of the 14.5 Benz, which will handle all of that defrosting. Literally, it'll take a ½ inch of ice off in a minute. And that's kind of a cool thing. You have cameras which have been added to this platform, which give you collision assist, that gives you lane assist, that gives you a lot of the upgrades as far as the Mercedes-Benz automotive portion is concerned. Along with that, you've added some wonderful things as far as the blind spot control with both visual and audio signs. So once again, what this thing represents to me is the safest Benz on the planet. By the way, upgrades to the xenon lights, upgrades to the hidden wash port for those caps, and notice please the beautiful fascia. And what you're seeing there also is all the sensors which have been added to the front end of the 2014.5. You also have rear sensors on this platform. Let's get started. Alcoa aluminum. That is the marriage between Airstream and certainly Mercedes-Benz. The Alcoa aluminum, which is also used on the exteriors of the towables in that range, also have a new finish called an ultra bright finish, so that, if you will, zero maintenance, so that they can maintain that beautiful shine without you seeing water spots or things like that. A quick look at the driver's side on the Benz, first of all, will feature your, if you will, hidden port for your diesel fill, which means that I can shut the door and it will shut that access port, or leave that open and still shut the door. I love the design. As far as what happens to a Mercedes-Benz with Airstream, all of your controls are on the actual column itself. What's also awesome, battery assist. That means that your house batteries, literally, if there's something catastrophic to the battery in the Benz, you can jump start your own vehicle utilizing your house batteries. And with overhead solar panel, you're always going to be topping off those batteries. Some of the fun, you've got the burl insets. You do have a toolbox in this. You have a first aid kit. And by the way, you've got CoachNet. CoachNet is huge because that is two-year bumper to bumper, plus it's a 800 number. I kind of refer to it as AAA on steroids. Ultra leather. We'll talk a little bit more about the computer system. We'll talk about the full-time backup camera. But once again, the entree into the Benz, just a quick walk around. I love the windows in the Benz, basically because they're jalousie. They pivot out so that you can utilize a lot of airflow as you're rolling down the road. Also, if we're pouring down rain, you have no issues with the glass in the bends, all tempered, of course. Inlet port for your city water connection. The great thing about that, you have an internal regulator. You can't blow the PSI, meaning you don't have to mess with gaskets on the interior of your coach, and it's already regulated. You have an exterior port as far as your water is concerned. This is just a venting for your furnace. Hot and cold running water to your exterior shower. So if you're hosing off the grandkids, the dogs, your feet coming out off the beach, exterior shower is a beautiful thing. Then you move into your electronic controls for your septic system. And they call it clean dump. Clean dump being that it's a macerator system. It is all automatic. It is controlled with automatic intake. And along with that, you have your cable hookup. So everything is there. And when they mean clean dump, that's a beautiful thing. Keep the hands clean. I just wanted to point out, since we're here, the wrap around the doors. The doors have a magnetic catch, which allows you to either wrap them completely around the vehicle, or you can certainly extend them for, say, the tailgating experience. 30 amp electric service on the Interstate, which of course means that you're good to go at any campground, but above and beyond that, with an adapter, let's plug into the house and take care of business. Come on around. To that point about the exterior door, you can also lock it into place so that you can have the wing, or certainly open it up all the way and where it locks into position as far as the magnetic catch. I'm pointing out also you have your day-night shades right here, which allows you to have the permeating light and of course close off the light. But what I'm really enamored about this Benz is that you have an exterior window in the back of the unit, so that if you want to utilize your rear view mirror as just that, you can turn off the full-time camera, which is very elegantly placed at the top cap here, and then access that rear view mirror so that you can utilize it as a rear view mirror or have that full-time backup camera. This integrates that 30 cubic square feet of space. We've removed the headrest to show you how this bed will slide into shape, and then you can drop the wings so that you have a full king-size bed. You have certainly access storage, which, by the way, this is not only storage, you have a drain port so that can be utilized as a cooler, and you can also remove the exterior carpeting so you can access the teak floor. By the way, as a tow vehicle, you have a beautiful silhouette here that's been, it has clips that locks in that bumper with your sensors, but you have the ability on this to tow 5,000 pounds. On the 22-foot version, you can tow 6,400 pounds. Once again, beautifully designed, inside and out. Also, they even finish all of the Asian sand back panel. So there's not an area that you will find on the Benz that is not completely finished. Let's check out the next portion of this Benz. What I love about the exterior of the Benz is that its clean look of the clear coat Stuttgart Mercedes-Benz automotive finish to the blacked out windows, which and also we've got the extended awning here. The awning, by the way, is an 8-foot extended awning that can stop anywhere in between, but it is armless. The two things about it, it is LED lighted and also sunbarrel fabric with a seismic sensor. That's a fancy way of saying if any wind catches this awning, it will automatically retract whether you're on campus or off campus. I wanted to show this with the door closed because of how clean it is. You know, Airstream and Benz do not add stickers. It's just really all about the luxury. And the luxury is extensive on the Interstate coach.